But yeah, no, he's yeah. Keith, it's too bad. Keith was the only cast member that really felt like he didn't want to be in the show. So to me, he's like, why are you doing this? So we brought him up by the end of the third season. Halfway through season 4, he wanted to come back. And he said, dude, we already killed you off, man. We're not going to have it a dream sequence like Dallas, you know. So. Anyway, yes.
Have you ever watched yourself, like, did you ever catch like a Hercules episode or something on TV where you kind of watched yourself on TV, and what did you kind of think of that?
Well, you know, I'm rewatching for the first time in years because of my boys are watching. I never force them, but they're at an age now where they're curious and they're loving it. So I'll go downstairs and I'll watch an episode with them, and I remember every single episode in its entirety. I remember it. I remember this episode. Sure, so and so's in it, but there are scenes. And that's me talking, but I have no memory. But I know that's me, so it's you know, I know it's Alzheimer's. What about me? You know, there's so many things that you just kind of go, wow, you know. But I remember every episode, like what it was about. But it's and it's kind of weird. I'm my own worst critic. I do actors. Oh, I don't watch my work. That's BS. I remember Johnny Depp doing a big thing like that. And I went to the Cannes Film Festival. He's sitting right behind me watching the Pirates movie. I wanted to say, you never watch your own stuff. I saw you on Letterman and say, no, I don't want. Why wouldn't you want? It's a great learning tool because you can always improve yourself. And I look and I can see, you know, I'm my own worst critic. I'm sure most of us are with ourselves, hardest on ourselves. And I think that's a good thing if you want to better yourself and improve yourself. So why not?
You have time for 2 more, Kevin.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. I've heard and read a lot of things on the internet in a lot of places. You seem to be most well known for
the internet's true. Everything's true. Anyway.
for Hercules and Andromeda, but for the last while, I've seen a bunch of your movies, everything from Abel's Field to What If to God's Not Dead to those types of shows. Is that an intentional shift on your behalf, or is that just the way your opportunities are moving? You
know, if I like the parts, I mean, I'm interested. You know, I'm a Christian. I don't force it on anybody. You know, I have atheist friends. We have great debates about it. I'm not the type of person. I'm a live and let live kind of guy myself. And
so am I.
Yeah, but those movies. It's a company called PureFlix. I just did another one with them recently, and but I've mixed it up. I mean, I've got movies out there that were totally different too. I mean, I have done well over 45 movies, and since Andromeda finished. And there's a mixture. There's one out there called Julia X, which I was hoping it would get out to the public eventually, but there's been a fight with the producer and director. It's been in court now for 3 years. So it probably never see the light of day. And then I found out recently 500,000 pirated copies have been made of it. So
I backed your Mythica, so at least that's helpful.
there you go. Thank you. We've shot all 3 of those Mythica movies. They're in the vein. It's in the vein of Lord of the Rings. I play a character named Gojan Pai. It's kind of like a Gandalf type of character. And we shot them all up in Utah, and it looks beautiful. I think you saw maybe a little. I think they did a little trailer on it. Yep. And we're going to premiere that first movie Labor Day weekend in the States in September in Salt Lake City Comic-Con. If you want to see an amazing Comic-Con, guys, as well, I mean, Salt Lake City is incredible. They had the first one last year, and there was like 80,000 people there, and expecting over 100,000 this year. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful city. It's a beautiful area as well. But it was. We'll see what happens with that. But I've mixed it up quite a bit. I mean, the other ones I've got coming up are a big variety. I got one called Coffee House. This is a comedy, and I know they got a screening at Paramount Studio next week. Actually, June 11th. I'm going to the screening of that, and you know, I try to. It really depends if the character's interested in me. I get a lot of scripts sent to me, and I give them 20 pages. If they don't hold my interest up to 20 pages, I'm done. But you know, there's a couple. There's a big variety. Julia X, as I mentioned. I mean, I played a serial killer, and it was wacky. It's more of a psychological thriller than anything else. I call it a very strange love story. But it was fun to play this sort of darkish character, and there's only 4 people in the whole cast, so it's a very, very claustrophobic type of setting, and it's kind of cool. But unfortunately, you know, the egos of Hollywood, and who knows what's going to happen with it. One more question, yes, sir.
How did you feel when Hercules became darker, like with the God War season with Dayhawk and Michael's character getting killed off, and
well, I got tired of killing Michael. I think they killed Aeolus 3 times. Yeah, And I used to fight with those guys. I'd go, because it was really Eric Grundeman was the only American producer down there with me the whole time. Rob Tapper came down quite often, but not as much. And Rob was really the creative force behind both shows. Very bright guy, very driven, very knows what he wants. But we had fights over that stuff, because I said, guys, it's just ridiculous to keep killing them off. But those were the seasons where Alex Kurtzman, Roberto Orsi came in. They were these young buck writers that came in the last 3 years, and I loved their writing. I mean, I love doing the Celtic mythology and the Norse mythology. It's some of my favorite episodes. And they have gone on to do like incredible stuff. I mean, they created Alias once Hercules was done. They created Sleepy Hollow. They brought back Hawaii Five-0. They did both Star Trek movies. They're doing the next one as well. These punks now, like the biggest writers out there. They have their own sort of Cape Cod house right in the middle of Universal Studios, 3 levels to it, and it's just theirs, you know. So, you know, God bless them. They're just kicking butt now. But they were like 23 years old when we hired them. And Rob was like, "Do you think they're funny?" I'm going, "Yeah, they're hilarious," you know. So they wrote good ones. Okay, one quick question.
What was your favorite episode
Of what?
of Hercules?
The Apple. I directed The Apple, my first time directing. I got to say The Apple, because it was a great experience for me. The difference of directing and acting in something as opposed to just acting, Hercules was 16 to 17 hours door to door for me every day. Counting the workouts, counting the drive time, counting the day on set. When you direct with the acting, it's about 21 hours door to door, so you don't get much sleep. But it was fun, and I was very comfortable doing that because I knew the crew so well, and I trusted everybody. And to sit there and, you know, to me, it's, if you're a director, you've got to have great people around you, and let the wardrobe do their bit, let the camera team do their bit, let those guys I would just say what I wanted, you know. I mean, I wouldn't maybe know the lens size I wanted, but I would just say, I want this size right here. Goes, "Oh, that's an 85. I said, "Yeah, it's an 85. We'll go with that." You know, but anyway, so we're done. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, sorry.
All right.
I don't wanna
Hey,
cut you
thanks,
off.
guys. Appreciate it. We'll see you out there.